This is the best kind of surprise that's actually not that big of a surprise. The RAM TRX is back and more insane than ever. 777 horsepower, 680 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. We all expected this was going to happen, and I'm glad to see it here. We're going to take you on a tour of the exterior, interior, walk around, check out some of the details. The TRX is back. Here it is, the RAM TRX has returned. When they put the Hemi back in the Ram, this was kind of inevitable. We kind of all expected it, but even though this may look very similar to the outgoing TRX, this is based off the new generation and there are some changes. Now the engine, a 6.2 liter supercharged Hellcat V8. This is actually a new engine variant. It's not the previous one, just with a tune. They took some various components to get to that 777 horsepower and 680 pound-feet of torque, which is genuinely a pretty impressive jump, because when the TRX first came out, 702 horsepower, and then Raptor R came out at 700 horsepower, now the Raptor R is 720 horsepower, so it would have been really easy for Ram just to go, all right, 721 horsepower, we win, but no, 777 horsepower, which is pretty ridiculous. And of course you have that Hellcat ridiculous supercharged V8 noise. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. I'm pretty sure the previous gen they said was 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, so that's a pretty healthy drop in terms of the acceleration. But the TRX is more than just power figures. I mean, it's a big part of it. That is kind of the headline number, but it also has that off-road extreme capability. This thing takes the RHO, which has the Hurricane high output inline 6, and just turns it back up to 12. Now, some of the visual touches, let's talk about that first. You'll notice a lot of red accents, which actually works really well here with the red paint. So the big Ram lettering up front, and then also the red tow hooks below. We have these slightly tweaked headlights here, and then the massive hood bulges here with the 6.2 liter supercharged badge, plenty of vents. You get this black contrast graphic with the red stripe going down the middle. This thing has a complete graphics package along the side. I think they mentioned they're going to call it Bloodshot, and it's kind of got this like splatter, kind of really abstract look across the side with the TRX lettering, which is very, very prominent as you would expect. And this is now officially badged as an SRT, which it was not before. They're in that kind of weird period of SRT, non-SRT, Mopar, whatever, right? Now it's officially an SRT. And look at this. They've added an actual T-Rex logo with the TRX lettering, which that's really, really cool. You remember when Ford, actually no, when Ram, I think they had a graphic under the, I think it was under the engine cover up front of a T-Rex eating a Raptor, really clearly throwing shots at Ford, right? And now they've gone even further and put the actual T-Rex head back here. I love that. It's back. We've got the red tow hooks back here, the dual exhaust tips. We heard it start up, a couple revs pulling up. I mean, it's what we expected. So visually from the outside, it's still insanely, tremendously wide with the massive fenders. You get the Bilstein shocks, right? The off-road tires, the ground clearance, the suspension travel, all of it that you would expect. That is pretty much carryover with some minor tweaks. So from the RHO suspension tuning, they took learnings and they applied it here to the TRX. Remember, this is the new generation Ram. So yeah, again, it looks very, very similar, but there are changes. And you'll notice even more of those on the inside. So let's take a quick peek. This one, again, the black and red theme goes very well. The big TRX stitching right there. TRX in the middle. So we get a leather wrapped steering wheel from the Tungsten, I believe, and also the full suede headliner. So some more nice luxury touches. We have actual real carbon fiber with a really cool red accent weave in it, more TRX lettering, and of course the new big infotainment screen running Uconnect. and also I believe the cluster has been updated. So updates as you would expect to meet the new generation of the Ram Harman Kardon sound system. Also, I think this has level 2+ ADAS, advanced driver assistance, so like lane keeping, a lot of kind of stuff. So you can have your super truck that can conquer all terrains and sound like the world is ending, but also have some creature comforts and luxuries, which is something you would expect of a truck at this price point. A couple other things to look around on the inside. Yeah, a lot of it is going to be very familiar. Oh, red seatbelts. Red seatbelts, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, there we go. That's a quick look at the up front. Out back, very similar, you know, plenty of space, obviously. The Ram TRX. When I came to this event, we're all like, yeah, they're going to be announcing the TRX. It wasn't really a secret per se. We all kind of knew this was coming. It just makes sense, right? They put the Hemi back in, so of course they bring the TRX back because Raptor still has the Raptor R. So you get the EcoBoost V6 or you get the supercharged 5.2 liter Predator-sourced V8. And Ram was losing out, right? I mean, you think about the TRX, it was iconic, and the RHO, while it's really, really cool, was never a true TRX replacement, and now here it is back. Will they do an even more insane version? I could see them doing it, right? This is pure speculation at this point. Imagine they just take this and put like maybe the red eye treatment or something. The TRX gets a red eye in the back, and all of a sudden this thing is at 850 horsepower. Of course, it's so wide you have the triple running lights in that intake. Yes, the menacing look that we expect. And this thing should be quite a bit of fun to drive, just like before. Now, things that I'm curious about. I wonder if there are mechanical changes. We didn't hear anything about that in terms of like going into full rear-wheel drive mode. That's something I love about the Raptor R. Raptor R is also a lot lighter. It's like 400 something pounds lighter than the Ram. The Ram does have a bit more weight. So we'll wait and hear final details on that kind of stuff. One thing I just noticed I need to point out is you get an SRT badge there. So SRT is indeed back and better than ever. Other interesting news, they're really expanding the lineup. There's a lot of different things coming to Ram. They're pushing real hard. And with a banner truck like this thing grabbing the headlines, I am sure people are going to be very, very happy. And one final thing, the CEO, Tim, was saying, he was asked, did the relaxation of the fines on the CAFE standards and all that kind of stuff lead to this? And he said, no, he was going to do it anyways, no matter what. Kind of speaks to the ethos, the idea, the push for Ram. They're going to do all these things because they think customers want it and they want Ram to represent these kinds of things. So there's a walk-around tour of the new but returned Ram TRX, 777 horsepower, 680 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. I can't wait to get behind the wheel of one of these things. Hopefully do a little bit of off-roading, see how it does, get it a bit dirty. But the supercharged Hellcat V8 has returned, and it is going to be absolutely beastly. Hope you guys enjoyed this walk-around video learning a bit about the Ram TRX. Thanks for watching.